Good morning. Good morning, my beautiful friends. This is your wake up call with Maui Paul. I am Maui Paul. We are here today to say some nice things about ourselves. And it is Friday. Happy Friday to you. Question of the day was what went well this week? Very curious as to what went well this week. For me, I had all kinds of stuff go well this week. I was in the third week of my new position, and I feel like I'm really getting my feet under me and doing a fantastic job at it. So I'm excited about that. I'm getting good feedback, and it just feels like I'm doing well. And I continue to make cards this week. So even though I have a big time commitment with having a full time job, I am still moving forward on the things that are important to me. And that's just super cool. So really grateful that I was able to continue making some more cards this week and moving this project forward, even as I am doing a good job. So that's what went well for me this week. Let's see here. What went well for you guys? Good morning, Dan. Good morning, Robert, Lauren. It is good to see you guys today. Shauna, she's grateful for her wood. That's awesome, Shauna. I know that you live out in the country and that you actually only have wood to heat your house. So I'm grateful that you have that as well. Good morning, Brenda Jean. Good morning, Amanda. Good morning, Susan. It is a beautiful morning. I'm excited to go out to the coffee shop in the hot tub and go and appreciate this beautiful morning. Good morning. Let's see here. And let's see for Lauren, it looks like she says, her week went well, me being able to get my steps in, especially walking with my friend Brenda Jean this morning. I'm just so happy. I know Brenda Jean had some foot surgery and then some an isotabular impingement, I guess, some issues with the place where her leg connects to the hip. And so I know that it's just really nice that she is out of pain. I know that Brenda Jean struggles with chronic pain, and so yay for not having that. Brenda Jean, I know you're here, and it just warms my heart to see you going from on a crutch to on a peg leg to just a big fat boot, and you're just walking around. You are an object in motion. You are a juggernaut, and you can't. You definitely need to continue moving in your life, and I'm so grateful that you can. And I hope that the surgeries that you have and that you got done recently give you another 50 years of awesome, pain-free movement in your body. So, yeah, so you graduated to a boot for walking, Brenda Jean. Your surgery, and the surgeon will fix your hip. That's freaking awesome. And of course, you've had many, many fun connections with me, Caitlin, Patty, Keith, Wendy, and others. So that's awesome. And I'll probably see you over by the coffee shop, Brenda Jean, after this broadcast, because that's where I'm going. All right, guys. So this is Friday. So happy Friday to you. We are here to say some good stuff about us, and then we will also do a quick overview of the week. So without further ado, I'm going to pull a card, going to ask you if you are the affirmation on that card, and we're going to say together out loud, I am that affirmation. As we affirm it, as we say that it's true, it becomes true, and we get to observe and really bear the fruits of this new mindset that we are creating today. So let's begin by saying that today I am grounded. I am grounded. I stay balanced and focused. So I am grounded. I stay balanced and focused. Are you grounded? You are grounded. You stay balanced and focused. Now, I'm going to write that down in the comments. I encourage you to do the same thing. Oh, Amanda's already beat me to it. And Brenda Jean's grounded too. I'm grounded. We are grounded people. We stay balanced and focused. Being grounded is such an important thing because it allows us to really reconnect with the stuff that's important to us. The picture that I chose for this is actually a very famous tree, and it's growing in this chasm. So the tree obviously started growing as any normal tree did, but then all the ground collapsed from the underside of the tree, and the tree itself said, oh, well, that's not a big deal. The tree knows what's important. The tree knows that the roots are important. And so the tree's roots actually go on either side of the tree, and there's very few roots that go down into that little chasm there. And so I am grounded. You are grounded too. And as we are, you know, it's so interesting. Sometimes we think life's going to go a certain way, and we put our roots down in a certain place, and then sometimes the ground comes out from underneath of us, and it's not really our fault. It's nothing that we chose. It's just life, and we got to deal with it. And as that happens, it's important for us to realize that we grow where we're planted, and even if the ground slips out from underneath of us, that we can still rely on what's important. I mean, that's what this tree did. The ground slipped out from underneath the tree, and so the tree said, okay, well, but this is where I'm living, this is what I'm doing, and so I'm just going to push the roots out to the side. And for many, many, many years, this tree has just kind of hung there in midair. It's a very famous tree, and I probably should know the name of it since I picked it for the card, but I can't recall it right now. But the fact is that tree is balanced. It's balanced above a chasm. It's growing improbably in a very improbable location. And so the tree is also focused on the things that keep it alive, on making sure that the roots are strong in the two embankments on either side of it. It's really important for us to constantly go back to our core values. What is it that's important to us? Because as we do that, it really informs our actions. It's easy to know if what we are doing is right when we look at our core values and say, okay, well, is what I'm doing in line with that? I had the pleasure yesterday of chatting with a CEO of a sizable privately owned firm, about 700 employees, big company. But I had the pleasure of chatting with the CEO, and one of the things that she said really struck a chord with me. She talked about how her career has been industry agnostic, which means that she hasn't just done one industry, but rather her her career has been very focused on just helping purpose-driven organizations. She's like purpose-driven, mission-driven organizations. And the organization that she's currently at the helm at is indeed a mission-driven organization, which I think is really cool. And so it was interesting to hear somebody who is at a very high level of responsibility talking about how the positions that she seeks out, the organizations that she seeks to lend her talents to, including as a CEO, are those organizations all have a strong sense of mission. And that's what we can have in life too. We can have a strong sense of mission. We have to know what we're about and what's important to us, because the things that are important to us are not necessarily important to other people. And so consequently, the focus that we put into our lives is going to be different than the ones that other people put into theirs. Again, I'm a very service oriented person. It's important to me to really build into the folks around me. That's why I do this. It's such an incredible value to me that I'm happy to wake up in the morning and do this show every single Monday through Friday. I'm happy to stop what I'm doing and do this. Other people don't necessarily have that to that level, and so consequently they spend their lives doing other things, and that's great because it takes all types to make the world go round. And there are other people who are doing other things right now that are necessary to my life while I'm doing this. So we are grounded people, and we stay balanced and focused. So let's remain balanced in our lives by ensuring that everything that we do is offset by something else that we do, and so that we can continue to really have a level of sanity in our lives. Like let's make sure that we are pursuing all of our interests in an equal kind of a way. And let's remain focused not on our tasks, not on what's right in front of us, not on what just happened. Brenda Jean said all feelings are fleeting, and she's exactly right. We can acknowledge, we can stay grounded, and feelings do move along. I did a 24-hour silent retreat once, and that one of the things that we did so much meditation during this retreat, and one of the things that our facilitators were kept banging into our head. It was these Buddhist monks that were doing the retreat. But one of the things they kept banging into our head, they're like, hey, a thought's going to come, and that's nice. You just acknowledge the thought and let it go. Don't have to react to it. Don't have to respond to it. Don't have to do anything with it. we just acknowledge it and let it go. And so that's what I do. When a thought comes in and that thought is beneficial for me, I'll consider that thought. And when a thought comes in and it's not particularly beneficial for me, it's not in line with my values, I acknowledge that it's there and I let it go. And then I move forward in the ways that are important to me. So that's our card for today. I am grounded. Let's take a look at the way that this week shook out, and perhaps we will have a new perspective on the question of the day, which was what went well this week. So on Monday, we affirmed that we are devoted, that our commitment is strong and enduring. And on Tuesday, we said that we are excellent and that we aim to surpass our personal best. And it's easy to be excellent when we're devoted to things, because when we do the same thing over and over again, well, we're going to get excellent at it if we put even a modicum of effort into being excellent at it. On Wednesday, we affirmed that we are fulfilled, that we find deep satisfaction in our journey. So when we're really good at something and we are devoted to doing it, it brings us some fulfillment. And so we fulfillment is not it's not the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Fulfillment is the rainbow. And if we're not fulfilled, we need to go pick another rainbow. So on Thursday, we affirmed that we are charming, that our genuine nature attracts and delights. And when we are genuine, and being fulfilled is a very genuine way to be, but when we are genuine, and it's very attractive to other people, and that allows us to remain devoted to the tasks that we have set ourselves to, which brings us all the way out to Friday, to the I Am Grounded card. We stay balanced and we stay focused, and we stay focused on the things that are important to us. And that was our previous week. Of course, on Saturday, we always affirm that we are awesome. So let's recognize our inherent value and worth. Each and every one of us has value. Each and every one of us has dreams inside of us that only we can bring into reality. Dreams that would make the world a better place. There are some folks in this world that only we can reach. And so as we go through life, let's recognize both our inherent value and worth and the value and worth of the people around us, the people that we've been called to serve. Because if they're in our lives, we have been called to serve them and to help them and to make their lives better. That's why we're here. So we could go back to the I Am Grounded card. That is our card for the day. I will talk to you guys on Sunday at 9 p.m. We'll go through some more of these cards. I'll pull some more for the upcoming week, and they will once again be all new. So I have a pretty good backstock of these now. I'm just going to keep on going through them and running these shows and seeing which ones I really like as I get closer and closer to setting up a Kickstarter for getting these cards printed and getting them out into a larger audience. So I want to say thank you guys so much for being here. Y'all are amazing, and I will talk to you on Sunday at 9 p.m. Until then, just a quick reminder that I love you and that I care about you, and I believe all these things that I say about you. Until then, aloha from paradise.